Hello there, and welcome back to the channel, everybody. Major Dad and I, we are continuing The Bad Batch. This is season 3, episode 10, titled Identity Crisis. We're a little bit late with these, and that's my fault. I was about to say I got really sick. It was not on purpose or anything, but it's just life with a toddler. If they get sick, then you are inevitably going to get sick yourself. And this was a real, well, yeah. It was quite something. So
You
I
you
finally
get to
recovered.
meet new diseases when you have kids. That sort of comes with the territory. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still reeling from it. So that's why we only got to record these a little bit later and close to when like the next episode is going to come out. But it's a 2 episode drop. This is of course the first one, Identity Crisis. The previous one that was an amazing episode where we got the return of Asajj Ventress. That was pretty big. I don't know
It
if we're going
was
to see her again. It almost seemed like a backdoor
cameo thing. Yeah.
pilot sort of a
Yeah.
thing where, okay, now she's back. Don't worry, we're going to explain how she's back later on in another project. And speaking of other projects, we also got a trailer for Tales of the Empire. I'm
That
really
looks good.
looking.
Yeah.
That looks good. I was expecting for the next Tales project to actually involve Asajj Ventress, and that's when we were going to get that story. But saving it for something else, and I'm just open to any and
Whatever.
all
Yeah.
kinds of animated projects that they want to do because they're usually pretty damn good.
They are. I
Yeah,
enjoy them. I enjoy the animated series as well, and that gives so much background to all of it. So
mhm.
you really got to see it,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. And something else that's new. I got some new key lights, and the camera has been lowered a little bit, so I think it's in a better position now. And I gotta thank you for that, Major Dad. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
A little birthday present there. Anything else other than the usual spiel?
Please subscribe, like, make a comment, share the channel to other people. Tell them about it.
Mhm.
Get them all over on Patreon. Uh,
Yes, that would be
yeah,
a
give
big
us
help.
your money, basically. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that
I'm honest. Okay.
that's yeah. I'll leave the honesty to you. I'm
Yeah.
way too modest when it comes to that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it would
Yeah.
be very nice if you chose to support the channel in any way
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
Even just watching the video and then giving it a like and throwing in a comment. That also helps a lot when you do that.
And at my age, modesty sort of disappears over time. So yeah, not much left. But yeah,
Fair enough. So I can expect the disappearance of my modesty
over
during
time. Yeah.
later over
Yeah.
time. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
But let's get into this first episode of a 2 episode drop. This is season 3, episode 10, Identity Crisis. Are you ready, sir?
I am ready.
All right. Here we go. Oh, a little baby something.
Hey, who threw that?
It was him.
The kid can barely lift a vase that big.
Force sensitive?
Probably.
People say he's cursed, gifted.
Don't go saying things like that.
Yeah, there's probably some kind of finder's fee for any force sensitive.
We know that already.
I've got a tip for a class 1 bounty hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done. Sort of a very cute kid with a little toy, and you kind of instantly go, "Oh, that's a nice little kid."
Yeah, that's a cute little kid, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna feel sorry for whatever's gonna happen to the.
Yeah, it goes
Okay.
straight under the bus. Yeah. Perfect.
With a proper clearance, I could be more useful.
You wish to be the new chief scientist, Dr. Carr?
I believe I have earned it.
Very well. Let's begin by bringing you up to speed on Project Necromancer.
Okay, that went pretty well for her.
She got a promotion.
Very well.
The specimens within are now your responsibility. They are vital to this project.
Specimens. So again, yeah, force-sensitive kids.
Are there not adults that could serve this purpose?
There are few adults left with such characteristics.
We're the Empire. We don't care about hurting children.
The young clone's blood is the only binder that's proven to be compatible with their DNA to recreate their M-count levels. And why Omega must be found. Testing should proceed as planned. We must be prepared for every possibility once she is recovered.
This really is some diabolical shit.
Yeah.
What is your name?
Dr. Carr, limit your personal interactions with the specimens.
Yeah.
Don't get attached.
Give the thing a number. That one's plotting something.
Oh shit, it's... Of course it is.
The test.
Coming right up, Mr. Bane.
Should have known.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Wow.
He's not really hampered by feelings and empathy and stuff like that. At all.
Not at all, no.
You there. Stop that.
Yeah, that'll work.
I can tell you that does not work.
Thanks for the tip.
Hello again.
Hello, SP-54.
That's
My
it.
name's Eva.
SP-54?
She said she'd find out for me
Find out what?
when I'll be going home. Can you find out for me?
Yeah, I can answer straight off the top of my head. Never.
Oop, he's going for it.
Let me out of here!
You're safe, SP-32.
That's not my name!
Sector's done.
Oh, it's easy now.
Don't!
Secure him in his room.
Not a lot of empathy there either,
Nope.
Commander. Scorch.
He'll be fine.
He's not going to be in trouble, is he?
No, he's not in trouble. You can see him tomorrow.
Let's say you're all in trouble.
They don't belong here.
I had to protect Omega.
And what about the other children?
I did what I could. Now they will look to you.
There is nothing I can do. I don't have that kind of power.
Don't you?
Power to do what? Release them?
Save the kids. End this whole nightmare project. I do hope that she's gonna turn at some point.
I would like to accompany the commander.
That is not necessary.
You've stated how important these specimens are. I would like to ensure that they are properly maintained at every stage.
Governor Tarkin requests you contact him at once.
Do as you wish.
Yeah, you better focus on talking.
Yeah. If Tarkin wants
would.
to talk to, then...
Yeah.
Questions have been raised regarding the financial impact your facility is having upon Imperial resources.
It is for a project that is of personal interest to the Emperor.
Which is what?
I'm afraid that's classified.
Oh.
If this project fails to yield proper results, it won't bode well for your operation, or for you, Doctor.
Interesting that Tarkin does not know about it.
I require an update.
I tracked down the Trandoshan and pulled some intel out of her.
Oh.
No more mistakes. Do not return without Omega.
Okay. Guessing the Trandoshan he was talking about there was Sid, whom we haven't seen in a long while.
She's probably not gonna be all that happy about getting a toddler specimen.
No.
He's cool.
He's so freaking cool.
Problem.
This specimen is younger than I expected.
Then he'll be less trouble.
You're so wrong. That's not a parent speaking.
No.
How many others like this have you captured?
Let's just say I'm good at my job.
And where did this child come from?
Asking questions like that, you give away more than you think.
I like the
I hate
question.
this.
Yeah, I like the question from Bane, or him saying that asking questions like that give away more than you think.
Yeah.
I mean, people don't think about it, but the question they ask also tells
Reveal
a
a
lot.
lot. Yeah.
Where is SP-32?
It is standard operating procedure for a subject to be isolated for 2 rotations as punishment.
Like, being there isn't punishment enough.
Is everything all right, SP-54?
No!
Eva.
He just wanted to go home. We all want to go home.
Oh. Aw. Not a lot, but it's something.
Yeah, but you might get in trouble for it, though.
Probably. Okay, that that was that I did not expect an episode like that.
No, I mean,
that was quite different.
Don't really know what to say about it, though.
No, it's just
Bad Batch is like, well, what? Necromancer part.
Yeah, like it
story.
does focus on stuff that we knew was going on. It shows us more of Emerie as a character.
Yeah.
Who, like, I guess we knew that there was something more to her, and we saw her warming up to Omega at the beginning of the season. And we see her then in this episode getting acquainted with Project Necromancer, like real up and close, and seeing the specimens, aka the freaking young kids that they have captured and are siphoning blood from and just using for their evil experiments. And well, yeah, it's nice to see that it's getting to her, and that of course she has some sort of empathy and can see that this seems
not right.
This is wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something not right about this whole situation. And yeah, looking at these young kids, and the newest arrival being basically just a baby, like a small toddler, probably the same age as my kid. And that's just like, yeah, it of course, when you are a parent, stuff like this, it just
seems even more wrong.
It's just because you can see your own kid in a situation like that, or just really
imagine
it. And that's just like, no, thank you. That's
but apart from being
wrong.
Different kind of episode in the Bad Batch, I like that it sort of built Emerie up. She's probably going to get a bigger part at some point, so we get to know her a little bit more. At the same time, they address the whole situation. Well, basically, we're all programmed to like kids or toddlers in some way. It works very well with when you have to bring up your kids, that you kind of like them just by the way they look, either way they're acting, stuff like that. So trying to not like them or not being the way you're supposed to be with kids and toddlers is probably pretty difficult for a scientist, or it should be at least, and it is for her. Now, let's say sounded like she was not really happy about it either. But maybe she's better at distancing herself from it. I don't know.
Yeah,
So
like she said she did what she could, and she of
yeah,
course tried to protect Omega. We saw that several times, but in the end, couldn't do more than what she did. Now Emerie finds herself in the same situation where she has to make a decision at some point, probably. Like what do I want to do? Who do I want to side with? Do I want to stay loyal to the people I'm working for and the only life that I've probably ever known, or do I act on these feelings that I'm like that that's it's like welling up inside of me now, where I can sense like this is not right.
yeah,
So the title of the episode, Identity Crisis, is very fitting because she
yeah.
is most likely having a sort of an identity crisis right now. Like who am I? What should I do?
She wanted the promotion and she got it. She just did not really know what that would entail for her, or what she's supposed to be working with, and how that would affect her in her experiments and so on. She probably
Yeah.
expected something else, like a laboratory and a lot of stuff to work on in there, and not
Hmm.
to be working with kids and taking stuff from kids and looking at it. And yeah,
Yeah, I imagine she was curious about, because she
yeah,
has sort of been working on the project, but not really knowing everything about it. So, as a scientist and wanting to know more about what you're working on, that makes sense. But then she gets a real good look at it and see that it involves young kids, and visibly taken aback,
yeah,
just from the get go. And um, yeah, like really impactful episode in that way, and especially with her character.
yeah,
But also seeing just like with the oversight of Mount Tantiss and the whole operation and Project Necromancer, that someone like Tarkin doesn't even really know
yeah.
about it. Like the Emperor is keeping it a secret, and it's only the ones who are directly involved who actually knows what it is about. And I'm sure there are even secrets that are being kept from them.
Yeah, but at
So
the same
yeah.
time, Tarkin does not seem like the kind of person that kind of loves being told that this is classified above your pay grade. What?
No, he's not used to that. Not
What?
at all. And we
No,
also know that Tarkin is not a big fan of the whole like force thing and
thing.
anything that
No.
has to do with it and experimentations with it. And like he doesn't see any value in it. Like he sees the Jedi and then like the
Jedi,
force
Sith, and
wielders.
mumbo jumbo. Give me some
Yeah, like
soldiers and guns. Yeah.
yeah, he sees it as deeply flawed. Yeah, we know that all the way back from like some of the lines
Yeah.
from A New Hope, when he was talking down to Vader as one of the only people who can get away with talking down to Vader.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like just having Tarkin involved.
Yeah. He's a good bad guy. Cat
He's a really
Bane, a good bad guy as well. And
yes, yeah,
and
very much
we,
so.
we got to see those good old acquaintances from the Star Wars universe at the same time addressing the thing with the kids, and someone
Yeah.
not treating kids right,
Hmm.
people ratting on each other just to get the bounty, and all the good stuff that really, well, you can relate to it in Star Wars. You can probably relate to it in real world as well. So it was nice in between episodes setting up Emery
Hmm.
and getting us to think about stuff. So
Yeah,
good.
yeah, definitely. And you mentioned Cad Bane, like he has been doing this for a while. We saw him even back in season 2 or 3 or something
Yeah.
of the Clone Wars. Back then, he was kidnapping force sensitive children and bringing them to Palpatine, and
It's probably a great gig for a
yeah,
bounty
yeah,
hunter. Yeah,
very lucrative. It seems like
yeah.
he's getting paid a
Good pay. They
lot
don't
of credit
resist
for
that
that.
much. So yeah,
Not really, not really.
yeah.
It's almost too easy for a guy like him,
Like
like
yeah,
one of the best bounty hunters in the galaxy. But because he doesn't have any moral scruples when it comes to that. I guess he's uniquely fitted for that job.
Yeah, he is.
But it just like goes to show that this is a project. This is something that's been going on for a while, and I think it's funny to think about because like when those Clone Wars episodes came out, it was before the sequel trilogy. So we didn't even know about this whole thing with, or it wasn't even a thing that,
No.
okay, Palpatine's project about replicating the Force in some way and using it to maybe clone himself, and down the line he's able to come back and yada yada yada. Though it was like the seeds were being planted, but they maybe didn't know what they were planting the seeds for, or maybe it was for a different thing back then. But now retroactively, you can go back and say that Palpatine, he was always working on this contingency plan, this Project Necromancer, where he could then come back.
That's why you want to watch the animated series as well. I mean, it sort of brings stuff together. It sort of weaves different stories or the plot holes into something that you can accept more or less. So I enjoy we get a lot of animated series to sort of fill out the blanks.
Yeah, bridge the gaps between things. Yeah. Definitely. But all right, that was a dark episode. I hope the next one is going to be a bit more uplifting, and maybe with we're going to spend some time with the Bad Batch and get a little bit of action again or something. But
Let's see where it goes.
Let's see where it goes, because we are also nearing the end of things here. This was episode 10, and there are 15 in total in this season. So we got 5 more to go, and then that's it.
She better bring something to the table at the end. I mean, it's a full episode on her or
and I think that's what's then a big takeaway, or the big important thing with this one is seeing what Emerie is going through, so that when she does something later on, it'll make sense. And they will have built to it.
Yeah, they're not really filler episodes. They're building towards something along the way.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Nothing is filler at this point. Definitely not. But alrighty, Roo, do you have anything else you want to add to it before we wrap it up?
No, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and commenting and all that stuff. And see you in a bit again, because we're going to do the next one in just a few minutes.
Yes, we are. We definitely are. Thank you guys so much for watching. May the Force be with you.
Always.